Hi, I'm Dr. Jen from drjenniferharrison.com, and welcome to your Best Self Minute. Many people think that either New Year's Day or the end of the year is the best time to plan their future and set their goals. However, the truth is, the best way to create your future is by changing your present. What most people don't realize is that it's their thoughts and emotions that are floating around in their body minds as they go through their busy day that are actually creating their future. And most of the time, we're not even really conscious of our thoughts or feelings. And that means we're manifesting our future by default. In what I call our busyness brain fog, we tune out the stiffness, the achiness, and other body discomforts. Even if you start your day off on the right foot, familiar feelings of worry, anxiety, and overwhelm can creep in as your day unfolds. Now, while it might sound odd or even woo-woo to say that your mind creates matter, the science shows that it is indeed true. An example that everyone can relate to is how stress affects us. Have you ever got yourself worked up by replaying in your mind an argument that you had with a family member, maybe a coworker or employee? Just replaying it in your mind, your breathing might have quickened or your heart rate increased, your shoulder muscles tensed, maybe your stomach got in a knot, and your hands got sweaty. But if you take a step back, what was really happening in that moment when you were replaying this in your mind? The argument is in the past, maybe yesterday, last week, it could have been a decade ago. And all you're doing is reliving it in your mind. However, by replaying the scenario in your mind, you're activating your stress response, which is also known as your fight or flight mode of your nervous system, and actually causing various cells in your body to produce stress hormones like cortisol and epinephrine or adrenaline. And you're activating parts of your brain and nervous system that cause your muscles to tense, your heart rate to increase, some of your sweat glands to produce sweat, and your digestive system to be disrupted. All with the power of your thoughts. Now, is this a future that you want to keep creating or recreating for yourself? Now, the good news is that just the way we can keep creating unnecessary stress in our life, the opposite is also true. If you stop to think about how wonderful your upcoming vacation is going to be, or maybe relive a past positive memory, you can cause your nervous system to go into relaxation mode, which is also known as your rest and digest mode. This causes cells in your body to create happy hormones, which have a healing effect on your mind, brain, and body. Again, the moment you decided to both focus on a clear intention and feeling good, you change the future for your mind, body, and brain. So what can you do now in the present to create the future you want? Well, here are 3 simple but powerful tools you can start using right away. Number 1, meditation. In the first chapter of my book, Stress Self to Best Self, A Body, Mind, Spirit Guide to Creating a Happier and Healthier You, I talk about a number of different types of meditation. Newer research shows that when we're in a deep state of meditation, our body produces many hormones and chemicals, including one called anandamide, which is also known as the bliss molecule. And anandamide also inhibits the formation of cancer cells. Your mind does change matter. I also have some free guided meditations on my website, drjenniferharrison.com. Another tool that I love is emotional freedom techniques, also known as EFT Tapping. As many of you know, I'm a certified EFT or emotional freedom techniques practitioner. And to date, there have been over 115, and that number continues to grow, over 115 studies published in peer-reviewed scientific journals showing the benefits of doing emotional freedom techniques, also known as tapping. Significantly reduced levels of stress hormone like cortisol, increased levels of healing hormones like DHEA, better performance for exams, overcoming certain eating disorders, and even effectively treating PTSD are just some of the benefits that the research has shown to result from doing EFT. And that's not including the thousands of case studies showing EFT to help with work and sports performance, as well as improvements with relationships and more. The wonderful thing about EFT is that you can work with a practitioner if you're wanting to clear out past trauma or limiting beliefs that are currently holding you back from achieving the health, happiness, and success goals that you have. However, you can also learn one of the basic EFT protocols called the Basic Recipe and use that as a daily self-care tool to deal with just the day-to-day stress. And I have a tutorial for that on my homepage as well. A third tool that I love that's really powerful is creating a vision board. Setting aside time to really envision what you want in all areas of your life and then creating goals is a very sound success strategy. And what's even better is to visualize and feel like you've already achieved it, like you're already living your future self. And vision boards are easy to create. You can either do it old school using images on a poster board, or my favorite is using PowerPoint if you're using a PC, or Keynote if you're using a Mac. Changing your present to create the future you really want is a great way to go from your stressed self to your best self. If you're looking for more resources, go to my website, drjenniferharrison.com, and download your free PDFs that I have waiting for you on my homepage. They'll help you with time management, help you break through burnout and boost brain power, plus relieve money stress and more. And if you're ready to really dive in and give yourself a transformational upgrade, be sure to check out my online courses and success mindset coaching options.